Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you so much for tuning in. For those of you that are watching live in the audience, thank you. So for those that are watching, this is Decypher, and it is the Maiden Show. My name is Kudu, and I'll be the host of this. Along with me, I'll be having dialogue and discourse into some things that we believe we need to shine a spotlight on too. But before that, like any show in the world, you need to begin a show with a show. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome with me onto the stage a young man who has made a name for himself for spoken word / poetry / he'll tell you the rest. Mitch. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mitch Isabirie. So I'm going to share a piece. It's a Uganda piece called Balitoboza. Yeah, it loosely translates into "They will ask us." So hopefully you guys enjoy. Yeah. Balitoboza. Ebintu ebyali bitambulanga bwe bitalina kutambula mwakolawo ki? Balitubuuza. Abantu abavunaanyizibwa ku mirimu gino mwe mwatwala obuvunaanyizibwa bwammwe okubabuuza n'okubajjukiza kiki kye balina okukola, tulibaddamu ki? Balitubuuza. Bwe muti bwe mwagala tubajjukire. Mwalaba ebikyamu nga bigenda mu maaso ne mwefuula abatalaba. Mwalaba ebitali bituufu nga bigenda mu maaso ne mutunula ku mabbali. Tulyewozaako tutya. Ebizibu nkumu, ebibuuzo tuyina tomooni. Bagamba tofaayo aba musiru. Ne bwe tutabuuza bibuuzo bino abakola ebikyamu bajja sigala nga babikola nga ate tebeefiirayo. Omuntu aba talumirwa balala kitegeeza abeera yeerumya. Bino ebintu tukolerera baliddawo batwenyumiririzeemu naffe tulifuna ekyokunyumya. Balibabuuza. Mmwe be twawa obuvunaanyizibwa okukola emirimu lwaki temwagikola? Balibabuuza. Mwayina akakisa okukyusa engeri ebintu gye bitambulamu lwaki temwakakozesa? Balibagamba. Ebintu mubikola temwefiirayo. Ebintu mwaddamu leka malegga, ndowooza kati muli eyo mufa bugagga. Tukimanyi buli omu akolerera kuyitamu, naye ate muyiseemu ekisusse. Abakola enguudo, lugenda okuggwa nga gye baatandikira lwonoonese. Abasawo ennimi ze boogera tetuzitegeera. Bw'ogendayo okufuna obujjanjabi boogera mu lupunjabbi, kyekyo lwaki abasinga baagenda India. Balitugamba. Lwaki ebintu bya wano temubigula? Lwaki temwagala kuwagira bya wano? Kyokka ebiva ebunayira bwe bijja wano nga mubyettanira tulibagamba. Gwe twawa ttenda ey'okuzimba ekizimbe kyatugwira. Kino kiribanyiiza. Balitubuuza. Bwe mwabuuza ebibuuzo baabaddamu oba nedda? Balitubuuza. Bye baabaddamu byabasanyusa oba nedda? Balitubuuza. Bwe baabaddamu mwakolawo ki? Balitubuuza tulibagamba. Twabuuza ebibuuzo ne tukoowa. Balitugamba teri muntu atuukiridde. Ne Bayibuli etugamba okusonyiwanga omuntu aba yenenyezza, naye tetulibasonyiwa. Tuyina ebibuuzo nkumu twetaaga okuddibwamu. Bonna abakola ebikyamu beetaaga okubibwamu. Ndi wano nina bingi bye neebuuza kyokka be tubuuza beebuzaabuza. Bwe balitubuuza mwakolawo ki? Ffe tulibagamba twabuuza bye twalina okubuuza, kati kiri eri abo abalina okuddamu bye twali tubuuza. Naye ffe tujja kusigala nga tubuuza bwe balitubuuza.
Balitubuuza, loosely translated as when those questions start coming, will there be any answers? Anyhow, Welcome to Decypher, and that's exactly what it is that we're going to be diving deep into. Decypher is a platform where we are putting ourselves into a spot to ask ourselves the uncomfortable questions. I mean, as a nation, we are slightly over 45 million. And it is actually said that our biggest part of the population, could be 78%, 80%, is one of the world's largest workforce because they are youth. However, on the other side, it is also believed that we are the ones that also do not have enough jobs. Not that that is a problem. But as we go on, we need to ask ourselves some questions. Clearly, if the jobs are lacking, that means money is hard to come by. And if money is hard to come by, it is only logical that the little amount of money that you get, you need supplies at home. You need supplies for your children, for the hospital, for everything, name it. Is it too much to ask for an equal value for what you pay across the counter? And as you can see, some of the props on stage, and if you listen to what Mitch presented there, the fattest question in the building tonight is, does the Ugandan get value for his or her money every time they walk to a counter and purchase something? I'm not going to go over this alone. Please welcome Gerison Mayanja. Welcome, Seba.
Thank you, Sebo.
How are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
Not bad.
Nice to see you.
Same here.
Same good.
Looking great.
Thank you.
African.
Thank you.
How much did you buy that?
Around 50,000.
Uganda.
Only, yeah.
This is made out of Ugandan fabric.
No, it's made from Kenya.
Kenya.
It's hand woven. Yes. So,
Welcome. Have a seat.
thank you.
Mayanja. Gerison. Please, your names.
Mugambwa.
I don't want to mumble through
Yeah, I
them.
know. It's a sentence. You call it a sentence. It's
Paragraph.
Mayanja, Gerison, Mugambwa.
Mugambwa. Where is that
Yes.
from?
Mugambwa is from Buganda.
Buganda.
Yes.
Oh.
But also I happen to have in Papa from
Really?
Bunyoro. Yeah, Amot.
Amoti.
And we also have one from Karamoja. From Karamoja is a parable.
A parable.
A parable.
What does that mean?
You know, the Karamojong like cows, you know, and there's a rare bull which has patches in the kraal. So that's the cow, that bull.
You know,
A parable.
thinking away from. Could it be they named you a parable because you looked like?
Unique. Of course, yeah.
Okay. I have Mayanja, and joining us as well is Peter Nuagaba, a friend of mine, and of course a man that has been to the highs and the lows of the film industry in Uganda. Please welcome. And a couple of other things, by the way. I can't know what exactly his hands are capable or not capable of doing. Welcome, Bob.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It's a very suspicious introduction.
But a very comfortable one, you should agree.
I do.
Welcome,
Hey.
how's been your day?
Not so bad.
Mayanja
Peter?
Gerison.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Nice to meet you, Peter.
Yeah,
How are you doing?
I'm working on
You
it.
cool?
Let's see what-
I like your hair.
Thank you.
I like the part walking on it.
So we are here.
Yeah, how have you
Yeah.
been though?
I've been trying.
What have you been up to?
You were detailed enough to talk about my highs and lows.
Writing.
Yeah, so it's been a lot of lows lately.
Yeah.
Hopefully by the end of this we might have something of
Some
a
highs
solution.
coming through.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, feel free. We have some coffee
that
to go
sounds
with
like
the
something.
conversation.
Excellent.
Yes. Coffee is brought to you by Pal Coffee. And if you want to have a tasty cup of Pearl coffee, just at the UNCC culture, what cultural village,
Nakao
cultural village.
Yeah.
You could get yourself a sumptuous African, Ugandan, particularly brewed coffee. Part of the sponsors and enablers of this is House of Talent. Thank you so much for being aboard. And of course, the place where we are seated, UNCC, the mother of culture in Uganda. I'd like to say, very good. Gentlemen, to break it down into two parts, of course with a joiner in the middle, tonight I have invited you here to talk about value versus payment in Uganda.
Price and value.
Price and value. When was the last time you went to a shop and bought a kilogram of rice?
Yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday
Now,
too.
allow me. Yesterday too.
Yeah.
Looks like rice is fast becoming a staple.
Was, yeah.
Okay. The question here is, you bought a kilogram.
Yes.
You bought a kilogram too.
Yes, I did.
Are you sure it was a kilogram?
I couldn't say that in court. I can't defend it with my hand. I know I paid for a kilo.
You paid for a kilo.
Yes.
However, not sure if you actually got a kilo.
It's Uganda.
It's Uganda. Very
can't
good.
be sure.
Manja.
In fact, I bought it 5, but they were packed. And then they told me there were 5 kgs.
But you paid.
Yes, I paid. Yes, I did.
How much was that?
I paid 25,000.
25,000.
Yeah.
That means each kilo for 5,000.
Yes.
25,000. The question is, was it a kilo? Was it 5 kilos?
I don't know because this is Uganda.
Well, gentlemen, right in there is what we call Decypher. Questioning some of the things that happen in our midst, things that we have normalized.
Yeah.
Have you had anything in that regard?
Oh, yeah.
Have you had anything?
Where price doesn't match value?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. It's pretty excellent, actually.
Please share if you can.
Okay. I once bought a kilo of meat from a butcher.
Camel meat.
We'll go with meat. Some horse meat, maybe.
Okay.
But I once bought a kilo of meat, and I also wanted to buy something else from another shop.
Yeah.
So from the butcher, I went to the other shop, and while I was waiting for the packaging for the thing I was buying, I put my kilo on the weighing scale for that shop, and I was about 280 grams short.
280 grams.
Short of a kilo. It was like 720 grams.
Wow.
Yeah. But you paid.
But you paid for a kilo where?
Yeah, the
where-
full 18,000 or so for them.
I think I know 18,000. I know that.
I'm not. All right.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Manja.
Really, they stopped me from buying certain things because for me, sometimes it's not using these weighing, machines, but you go and then you see something good, for example, fruits, and then you buy. And for me, I'm this kind of guy. I don't touch. You put, and then they put.
You trust what the
Exactly, and
the
I tell
vendor
them,
is telling
and I
you.
tell, I'm not going to check. You put. Then when you go home, then they tell the next morning they're telling you, baguziza bivondo, yeah. Emiyembe gyonna egisinga gyabadde miki mivondo, but and you trust them, but they don't trust you. So, and this is a common thing. It's common. The other day, my better half stopped me from buying from a certain butcher where you buy beef, and I said, "Don't buy from there." I said, "Why?" Said, "There's a day I came, bought meat, took it to. When I reached home, I went to a shop, and then they measured. It was not the quantity I had paid for. So it's a normal. It's happening.
So let me get this. This is beef.
Yeah.
You beef as well.
Yeah.
Does it only happen with beef?
Of course not.
I once paid 8,000 for a watermelon that turned out to be entirely white inside.
maybe
White,
the seller didn't
white
know
watermelon.
Well,
That
if
was
they
the-
did know, they certainly shouldn't
They're in
be
the wrong
selling
job.
watermelon.
White watermelon. So
better. Okay, gentlemen, I wish to invite another person.
Okay.
Mattia, please join us into a few minutes into Decypher. He's
hello,
called
hello,
Mattia.
Mattia.
Nice to meet
Hi,
you.
Peter.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello, Kitty.
Mattia. Welcome.
Hello. How are you doing?
Fine, thank you.
Good. Yep.
Okay.
Have a comfortable seat next
Thank
to the weighing scale. I'm glad you're taller than it. I was worried you might turn out. But feel free to have a cup of coffee if you need to.
Sure.
Mattia, you found us talking about value versus payment in Uganda.
Okay.
And the gentleman here shared about, I believe you were listening in, shared about beef escapades, especially. Looks like no beef kilos in this country.
It should be redesigned.
Is there anything, have you gone through something like that?
Well, yes, it's a beautiful space we are in. I've been listening in closely. However, I have something to pass. Have you both been in a space where value has been higher than the price? I mean, you go to that chapati stall and buy that chapati and you feel like, oh, this chapati is too nice
Yes,
for 1,000.
yes.
It should be 2,000.
I have been. Matter of fact, there's a place in Ginger. If I remember well, it's on Gabla Road. They have a chapati that is called, incidentally, it's a type of Rolex. And this Rolex is called Spice Diana.
Wow.
So,
Come on.
no pun intended, I have eaten Spice Diana. And I have enjoyed it.
Interesting.
Is it because of the name of
No.
the chapati?
No,
or- yeah.
it is one of the things that Mattia was talking. I think I got much more value for the price that I paid.
For
I
Spice
kid
Diana.
you not, everybody that eats Spice Diana blacks out immediately.
What are you saying exactly? So,
Like,
Blacks out in good or in bad?
no,
when
it
you
is
black out,
good.
you are
In
black
good.
out.
Yeah. Like it fills you up so well.
Okay.
You can't do anything else
Exactly.
after.
Exactly.
Peter here will
Now,
understand me.
I'm not sure that's very good nutrition.
I know. Well, you'll attest.
I
It
will.
it is something that you don't want on film sets.
Yeah, you it's eat after work.
Exactly.
have-
So you don't want no Spice Diana.
When you want nothing else.
So,
Yeah.
So
Mattia,
in that
anyway,
context, you realize how much is Spice Diana?
it's about 6,000.
6,000. How much would you value it?
1,000.
How much would you value it?
I would be very comfortable to pay about somewhere between 18 and 10,000.
Exactly. So that is what we're talking about here. If we're only looking at the downside of being cheated, have you not found yourself in a space where you feel you should tip this chapati person extra and say thank you for making a good
But
chapati?
that is suspicious.
Yeah.
Because if it's about, the price is around 18 to 20,000. And then someone is selling it at 6,000. That means probably the wheat was from Kenya, and then they smuggled it from Busia, and they never paid taxes.
Okay, this is the way I look at it. I have enjoyed Rolex on the roadside. And I have enjoyed the Rolex from Cafe Java's.
Yeah.
Apart from he's eating it from Cafe Java's and he's on the roadside. When you look at the two prices, there's a clear distinction, right?
Yeah.
And what I have been subjected to before, on the high, I would comfortably pay it to this guy who sold me
Spice Diana.
Spice Diana. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Now, before we lose it, before we get lost in that moment,
Yeah.
we've been talking about price versus value. There is naturally in the circle of life, naturally class
Imbalance,
will create itself, and if you can't afford it, you will drop it.
Yeah.
That is why, as you go to that random butcher and you're picking that kilo, and it's being picked with a little stone down in one way or the other. Someone is walking to this big store and is picking it off the shelf and is placing it on an electric way and is being given value for what he's actually taking home.
Yeah.
So if you feel the local butcherman is cheating you and you're losing trust in him, then probably you're not his client.
Alright,
We're losing it in humanity space. However, if you feel that's not your space and there's nothing much you can do about it, because you're not going to punch him in the face, you have to look for a space where you'll fit best and look at the brighter side of life.
So if you can't afford bread, you should find the cakes.
Yes, that's what it's saying.
In one way or the other. If you can't afford bread,
A kilo of beef in a supermarket isn't the same. It's not 18,000.
It's about 36.
It has a lot of factors.
I might
The
be wrong,
supermarket
but
cuts it
yes.
differently. They'll have different cuts. They'll
Steak.
have the steak. They'll have whatever. So it's quite not the same. The idea I imagine here is he had the reason for pricing that beef at 18,000. I get the sense that it has something to do with the cost of production to get it to you there. If he put it at 18,000, I'm under the impression that he decided, or at least concluded from his additions and subtractions, that was a fair price upon which he could make a profit.
Okay.
Peter,
So if he wants to give less meat, he could just price it cheaper.
true.
It's like,
could you, before you come in, let me
just a minute. Just a
Okay.
minute. I want to understand you from where you're coming from. Are you saying it is okay?
No, it's not.
Very good. Now, if you do not agree that it is okay
To cheat
to cheat,
a customer.
then welcome to the show.
That's
And that's why we are actually seated here and trying to decipher this whole thing. A crime that has actually been normalized in this society. Is it a right thing for it to go on? Maybe yes, in certain circles. I mean, Mattia just said.
Kudu, let's.
Mattia just said.
No, let's.
You understand?
Is Mattia a butcher? Are you a butcherman?
No, I am not. Let us get this correct from the word go.
Yeah.
It is not fair. However, if there's nothing much you can do about it, there's what I'll call acceptance. And you say, you know what, I accept. This is my space.
Retire.
Let me enjoy it. If you can't afford the bread, then tone down to the portion of previous night.
Thank you.
Cake.
but this is the thing. I think
Mattia,
this is the point I don't
Mattia
want
is a
us to
typical
miss.
Ugandan.
Yes,
huh?
I know that this is like it's
You
a point.
resign.
It's a point I don't want us to miss, right?
Yep.
It's I am not borrowing this meat. I went with that money, and I paid it.
Call it hard
Hard-earned money.
hard-earned money.
You know what? For purposes of the conversation, it doesn't matter if I picked it off the ground.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's my money.
Still it is hard-earned.
And I brought it to you in exchange for your beef.
And usually,
Yes,
just
and
maybe
I expect value for that money. I
Yes.
don't care. Like I don't have to make.
just to supplement what you say, there is promise on either side. And you need the Lego tender
Yes.
for Peter here to receive something in return.
Yes.
Peter has fulfilled his obligation. You asked for 18,000 shillings, and that's exactly what he's giving
What
you.
he's giving you.
So, how fair is it for you in
hide.
turn operating with a license? You understand? Which is very,
And
very
a
important.
stamp
Yes,
on
and
the
a
what?
stamp.
The
You
mizan.
understand?
Yes.
Of all the bodies that regulate trading in this land.
Not cheating.
You understand?
Yes.
And he comes and he says, I got less for the value that I was promised in the shop that I went. So, Mattia, just to redirect the conversation, that is exactly one of the things that we want us to, if we could, stamp out of the public. That number one, it's not okay for you to get less for what you have paid. You understand? Number two, why have we come to a level where it feels like we have normalized it?
Hey, that's clear. You're Ugandans.
No, I'm not. It's not clear.
You're
No.
Ugandans.
Let me on
Ugandans
that
are like
very
that.
note.
Why do you think we have, Mattia? Stop setting your own questions. I am the host of
be a butcher
Decypher.
man. You might be a
And on
butcher
that
man.
note, ladies and gentlemen, we shall go for a break and we shall be back in a bit.